Hi, I'm Mark Sawyer from Truly Marketing Limited. I've run a number of businesses over the last 12 years and I've always used Apex. Dan and his team have always supported us with our computer installations. We originally chose Apex because they offered us not only support but advice on our initial installations, and we've stayed with them ever since because they've offered us a very quick and efficient service. We had a specific problem some years ago when our server failed, but we found that Apex were there on the scene very quickly and solved the problem within a matter of hours rather than days. And for that reason I believe that Apex offers value for money because you do get what you pay for, you're not tied into any long-term contracts. Apex have responded very quickly and efficiently to all of my requests for support, and I would highly recommend them to any other business who are looking for a small but friendly organisation to work with.
Hi, I'm Ruben Smith. I'm the Finance Director at Malcolm Clark Steels in Manchester. We're a steel stockholding business serving the whole of the UK. We started using Apex Computing in 2012 when we did a whole renovation to our computing systems. So that was everything from the servers through to the software we were using through to the individual desktops. We chose Apex from a short list of companies, mostly based on the fact that they seemed to grasp what our needs were and offer a solution there and then and going forward that fit what we need. It wasn't too much and it wasn't too little. Something that is very good with Apex is that we have a dedicated engineer who comes out and does site visits every other month to check that the server's working, fully up to date, there's no errors. I have his mobile number, I can text him out of hours if we need any support, and that sort of thing is very important for a small business. With Apex we rarely have to wait even half an hour for them to respond to an issue, and it's usually resolved almost straight away rather than being put in a queue. One time that comes to mind where Apex really came through for us was regarding compliance for processing online payments. The security requirements meant that we had to pass a security scan from a US company on our server, and this didn't go through. So we had 24 hours to resolve the problem. I was able to send the details to Apex and leave it with their engineer to investigate, research, then put in a solution at our end that meant that we would pass the second scan and wouldn't prevent us from doing anything that we needed for our business purposes. We're very happy with Apex. We get approached regularly by people saying, would we move? The answer is always no. I'd very happily recommend them to any other business.
My name is Sam Greer. I'm the Managing Director of Risk Investigation and Surveillance Company Limited. We're a specialist provider of investigative solutions to commerce and industry. Nothing is too much trouble for this business. I can't overemphasise that. From the MD right the way down to the staff, the support engineers that visit our premises, the staff, backroom staff that we speak to on the telephone, and everybody in between, the culture is consistent, and that's really refreshing. There is an intimacy about the service that Apex delivers that we like, we're very comfortable with, and we can't speak highly enough of them. They offer value for money insofar as there's a great deal of trust with any IT services provider. They speak a different language, necessity. Obviously they're technical experts in their field, we're not, but there is a real comfort that comes from the confidence that they deliver when they come along. Whether it be a monthly maintenance visit, they come into the office, they sit down in a corner of the room, they're unassuming, very professional, very accommodating, they'll chat to all of the staff, won't leave until every issue, if there have been any on that visit, are resolved, to the complete satisfaction of everybody, and off they go, and we don't see them again until the next monthly maintenance visit. If it's necessary to deal with an issue that crops up beforehand, staff on the phone, very, very professional. Response times are, well, immediate if necessary, and there have been a couple of occasions where we required an engineer on site almost within an hour of calling. Most of the issues can be dealt with remotely from their office, so which is always useful. I feel comfortable enough with the service that they've delivered to us over the last 4 years to be able to confidently recommend them to anybody who's in need of IT support services.